Kia ora everyone. There is a week to go until Christmas Eve, which, if you're like me, is a little daunting because I have not started Christmas shopping yet. I've got one present because that was very specific. This is what I want, here's the link, this is how much it'll cost. That was super easy. Everything else is getting kind of hard. However, being Christmas, I'm going to try and be cheerful and not all down and depressed for once, which not always easy. So I'm going to recommend for you 5 things to watch this Christmas to get you into the Christmas spirit. TV stuff, not movies. You don't have to watch movies, but they're always fun. By the way, for the record, Die Hard is a Christmas film. However, we're not looking at Die Hard here. We're going to be looking at 5 episodes of TV shows that I think you should watch to get into the spirit of Christmas this year. Right, so the first one you should watch is Blackadder's Christmas Carol. Now, if you are at any point in time aware of what Blackadder is like, he's this very sarcastic, trying to be cunning British aristocrat who's always trying to work his way up through the ranks and take over things, and he has an awesome sidekick named Baldric, and he goes up against some of history's biggest names. This is the complete opposite of that. Ebenezer Blackadder, this is set during the Dickensian times in the 1800s, very nice person. He pays people well, he gives people presents, he's a very kindly person. When he gets a visit from Robbie Coltrane, who shows him what the side effects are of different choices. And it's absolutely brilliant how this works. It's got that really sharp, biting British wit that Blackadder is known for. It plays on some really well-known Christmas tropes, which is always fun and fantastic. And I kind of empathise with how it ends, in that you've probably seen it online, that meme that says, would you be in this situation if you just were an arsehole sometimes? That's exactly how this ends up being, which is kind of cool. So, check it out, Blackadder's Christmas Carol. The next one I'm going to suggest is Xmas Story from Futurama. It's actually a second series episode, but it's the first introduction of Robot Santa, and he is by far one of the best characters to come out of Futurama, like one of the best peripheral characters to come out, because he's so literal. In 2180, 2810, I don't know, sometime in the future, a friendly robot company decides to make a real-life Santa Claus that chooses who's naughty or nice, but his programming is so exact that if you go out on Christmas Eve, you might end up being killed by Santa. It's so fun, and there's so much scientific geekery in here that it sort of just plays really well into prime Futurama. And it's got a really nice sort of Christmassy spirit to it, despite, using palm trees as Christmas trees, and it's about a kid who has no family anywhere in the future. It still does a really good job of being super Christmassy, so give it a go. Did you know the X-Files also did a Christmas episode? In the 6th season, Ed Asner and Lily Tomlin star as a pair of ghosts haunting an old house where if lovers spend the night in the house, they never escape. It's actually a Christmas episode, set at Christmas and Christmas themed. It is very much an X-Files Monster of the Week kind of thing, but it's also kind of cool in that it mixes a whole bunch of the tone that you got from the X-Files and a whole bunch of Christmas stuff, and it gives it its own unique sort of twist. So absolutely fantastic, The Ghosts Who Stole Christmas. Doctor Who has had so many fun Christmassy episodes over the time it's been back since 2005, including one with Charles Dickens and Ghosts at Christmas. It's a joy to watch. So picking one was really difficult, but I decided on A Christmas Carol because it's really clever writing, there's some fantastic acting, it uses the time travel conceit that's built into the show really, really well, and it's so much fun to sort of sit down and watch. Michael Gambon's performance is absolutely brilliant. I thoroughly recommend it, that anybody who has enjoyed Doctor Who, sit down and watch it if you haven't already. But even if you haven't, it's a cool little standalone episode where you don't need to know much about the lore of the TV series, but you can get in behind what the characters are doing, and it's got a flying shark, so there's that, I guess. Go and watch it, it's fun. So let's be honest, there really is only one thing that could be the number one TV episode of something ever for a Christmas holiday special. You're going to totally love this one. Why, it is none other than the Star Wars Holiday Special. No, it's really not. Although, if you ever get a chance, you totally should watch it. It is an absolute crack-up for all the wrong reasons. No, we have a different choice for number one. My number one spot goes to Community's Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. Now, Community did a whole bunch of Christmas episodes during its 6-year run, and some were really fun and fantastic. Some were like, oh yeah, now still trying to find their feet. This one is very much the best of the lot. Abed, who is a character who has an interesting perspective on the world, wakes up and the world is suddenly stop motion animated, so he decides it must be the most important Christmas of all. There's some great voice performances in here from the entire cast, including John Oliver as Professor Ian Duncan, and there's some amazing chase sequences, some beautiful work putting the whole thing together, and some really fun ways that they highlight certain Christmas tropes while still being heartwarming and a little cynical, and it's just like the perfect blend of everything for me. So give it a shot. Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. It's available now, I think, on Netflix. TV show's called Community. Go and watch it. You know you want to. Yeah, I'm back for one very quick special mention. So this isn't a TV show, but it was a made-for-TV movie, and I thoroughly recommend it because it is dark and cynical, which is by now you should probably be aware something I really enjoy. It's from my favourite author ever. It was the first ever telly movie that they made of any of his works, and it's called Hogfather, set in an alternative universe where the world is on the back of a giant turtle standing on 4 elephants. It's very strange and very cool. Fair bit of magic. David Jason's in it, who's always fun. Basically, their version of Father Christmas disappears, so the Grim Reaper steps in to take over, and the Grim Reaper's granddaughter, yes, he has a granddaughter, has to try and work out why it's happening and what's going on. It is so cool and so well done, and there's so much magic to it that I don't think people realise. But yeah, give it a shot. Hunt it down. It's called Hogfather, 2-part miniseries that was made for TV. Totally worth it as well. But go watch the others as well. You've got time. The holidays are coming up. Go and enjoy them. I'll talk to you later. All right? Talk to you.